Alright, the computer screen is kind of glaring off of my glasses, but I can't see anything right now, so you guys will have to bear with it. Otherwise, I will not be able to read these questions. Let's see, where's my questions? Right there. This is for you, Star. You had a bunch of awesome questions that you wrote on the question thread. Your first question is, how my past love relationships have affected or influenced how you love afterwards and now. I'm trying to think how they would have like influenced me positively. I guess like I was in when I was much younger, not even much younger, I mean, yeah, I was younger. I had been in actually 2 abusive relationships. The first one was emotionally, verbally, and it got to the point where it was physically abusive. And then the second one was emotionally, mentally abusive. So after those happened, and I finally got to the point where I said enough is enough, like, you know, I respect myself more than this, to be in a relationship like that. It definitely made me realize, like, I won't be in another relationship like that. I won't deal with a guy calling me names, a guy abusing me in any way. So that affected me in a positive manner. Sorry, my nose is stuffy. Stuffed up, sorry. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I know that I feel like my past love relationships have affected me negatively, mostly. I feel like I'm not as trusting as I used to be. But I don't know, I've always been kind of a jealous person, you know, like I really do try to get over that, and there was a lot of times during relationships where there was a lot of jealousy, and once I broke up with the person, I would always tell myself, like, okay, I'm not gonna get jealous over, you know, a past relationship that the guy's been in. Like, why would you be jealous about a relationship that a guy's been in? It's just stupid. But yeah, I don't know. So, I mean, really, sadly enough, like, it's just my past relationships have made me less trusting, because I was cheated on. And then, of course, like, I carry the baggage from that relationship into the next relationship. And again, this is something that I'm really working on. But, like, there will be times where I will react to something that, like, I don't even have a current partner, but in the past, when I have had partners, I would react to something they said or something they did in a certain manner because I had experienced that in a previous relationship. And so, yeah, it kind of, I don't know how to describe this. Like, I don't feel like I'm doing a really good job answering this question. I'm trying to, but I don't know. You know, right now I'm really trying to work on improving myself, and I feel like I won't make the best girlfriend or wife, partner until I've worked on some issues. But then again, like, we all have issues, and I feel like I could definitely meet a guy that could help me through, a guy or a girl, that could help me through some of these, just by talking it out with me, being understanding. So, yeah. Kind of blathering on. Your next question is, in a video log, you seem to mention that the guy that gets you would have to tame you. What does that mean? What would you like tame? What would you be like tamed? I guess, what would it be like tamed? Well, one thing that comes to mind, I probably wouldn't road rage. I think it would just be more positive things. Like, I wouldn't road rage, and like, are you guys? Oh no. Can you guys see my private parts? I'm kind of swinging. I don't have any underwear on right now. I probably wouldn't road rage. I would be more patient. I would just learn more positive attributes from the person. They would be able to kind of calm me down and talk me through different things, different situations. I guess I'm trying to think, be tamed. I don't really know. It would just be they would help me with like a lot of self-improvement stuff. That's how I would be tamed. And then it wouldn't be like, I think it would be a relationship on like more equal footing, because a lot of times I feel like I am the more dominant one in the relationship, and when I feel like, I hate to say this, but some of the guys that I'm with, like, I do respect them, but I do things that are disrespectful. Like, I won't talk, well, yeah, I'll talk down to them, or just be kind of like a little snotty or bratty. So that would be something tamed out of me. I don't know. I'm sure, like, you guys are probably like, oh, I would never want to date her, but it's, I think that you just have to meet someone that, well, no, mainly it's just me needing to work on that. There's just issues that I need to get over and quit doing. I don't know. Your next question is, I assume you like to be dominated and controlled occasionally, in addition to the pleasure of surrender and release, perhaps partly as a balance to holding a ton of responsibility in other aspects of life. Is this accurate? In what other ways do you benefit from the experience? Again, maybe it's because I haven't really been in a relationship with a truly dominant figure. That's kind of what I need. Maybe that's why I'm so into BDSM, because, when I'm a true sub, so I have this person that's telling me what to do and is gonna be like, I will punish you if you don't do that. And I don't know. I wonder if that stems from, like, I mean, I had my dad, I had my former stepdad, but I don't feel like he was as involved in my life as he could have been. I mean, from like 11 onwards, I didn't really have Actually, no, more like not, no, they, uh, 11 onwards, I didn't really have like a true dominant father figure. And so maybe that's why I am so into BDSM and so like looking for a partner that is dominant, because that's something that I never had. Yeah. And I mean, like when I think of like a perfect dominant partner, again, it would be about, they would help me improve myself. You know, it would be like, hey, well, you keep on telling yourself you want to go to school, so why aren't you going to school? And we're going to the school and we're registering you right now. Like, it would be very much like that. You know, you keep telling yourself you're going to do these things. I wouldn't procrastinate, because that person would drag my ass to do whatever I need to do. I'm trying to think how else they would. Again, like with like road raging, it would probably, the person would be like, okay, well, how does that help you? And instead of being like, because I've had people like comment on it and be like, well, maybe you shouldn't do that, but I think like I need somebody that's a little more dominant like that, and just be like, you need to knock that off. But then they would also be, they would be respectful, and they would be like diplomatic about it in a dominant manner. I hope this actually makes sense. It would, like, yeah. I really, like, I hate to say this, but they would be like a romantic father figure. That sounds so gross. But I think you guys kind of understand what I'm trying to say. Your next question is, do you see any value in being dom to real sub? Do you feel like you can be the best sub you can be without an authentic dom experience? Or have you had that experience? I've never had an authentic dom experience, to be perfectly honest. Doming Master James was really kind of odd to me. And like, I've been dominant in relationships, but I haven't really been dominant sexually. I mean, I think it could be a great experience to make me the best sub I could possibly be, but at the same time, I don't really want to be in that type of position. I don't know. There's parts of me that like thinks about it, especially like when I'm angry in general with people. I kind of like fantasize about what I would do and think about like what I would tell the person and like how I would treat them, and then I'm like, yeah, I don't actually think I would ever do that. I don't know. I think it would be like fun once or twice if it was like truly authentic, but I haven't really had that opportunity. Or if I have it, it's not an opportunity that I've actually taken. So, or taken advantage of. Now, would I want to be a dom to real sub? Like, truly, truly, truly? Probably not, no. I already answered that. I don't know why I'm answering it again. Your last question is, well, this is actually part 1. Part 2 or part 3. I don't even know how many parts there will be. Because there's a lot of questions. I'm trying to figure out how I can put my glasses so that you guys don't see the glare. I think if I do that, there we go. What may be your feelings on experiencing humiliation play? For myself, I don't know. I mean, I've never really experienced humiliation play, and I can honestly say I wouldn't exactly know what it entails. I'm doing public disgrace next week, I think, and so I guess that's kind of humiliation play. I don't really know what's gonna take place, and like, so we'll just have to see. We'll definitely have to see. One of the shoots that I did many years ago was a femdom humiliation website called humiliatrix.com. It felt awkward, but I was reading off of the script, and I had never been in that type of role before. And it was my first time like shooting something like that, so I mean the whole experience was just kind of like, it was fun, but it was just really kind of, it was different than what I had experienced before. But I think that like my only, I'm trying to think if like humiliation play would involve like comments regarding like my looks, and I think that's something that would bother me the most. So if it didn't involve that, I don't think I would have a problem with it. But I think that if it did involve any comments about my looks, I would probably be pretty upset. I want to be a happy camper, that's for sure. Yeah. So I hope that answered your questions. Okay. Bye.